Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back with box number 4? Box number 4? I think it is. Is it box 4? Are we on box 4 already? I think that's where we are. Are we on box 4? I want to say yes. Maybe we're only on box 3? No, we're on box 4. We're on box 4. I can't remember. Let's get right into it though. Can we open another lithoform engine first pack? Like, we've hit one first pack the last 2 boxes, right? So, I mean, maybe not. Little piece of cardboard, which apparently is only in the Japanese boosters. The American ones don't have that piece of cardboard to protect the cards from being bent and such, which is kind of strange to me, but, like, here we are. Here we are, you know. Cut costs at every corner and what have you, so let's get right into it. We've got, of course, our box topper, which is going to remain here, and then we'll do it, you know, at the end probably, or whatever. I'm hoping to see some other mythics, because, I mean, like, we've seen Omnath, and we've seen Lithoform Engine, and that's basically it, right? I mean, so we've got a nice full art forest there. There it is. We've got a foil Farsight Adept, and our first rare isn't a Lithoform Engine this time, unfortunately, but it is a Hagra Mauling, which is actually a pretty good removal spell. I actually like this one quite a bit. Yeah, it's 4 mana, instant speed, and yeah, the thing where it says like it costs 1 less to cast if the opponent controls no basic lands, doesn't happen that often anymore. Can happen if people are playing like all the tricolors, but like doesn't happen that often anymore. We got a nice showcase Skyclave Geopede here though. Cool art on that one. And then nothing else in the uncommons. And nothing in the commons. I don't know. How's everybody liking the set so far? Now that you've had a few more weeks to play with it and you know, open it up, anything stand out for Commander? Anything standing out for, like, I mean, most people are probably not playing standard events and limited and all that kind of stuff unless you're playing it on like Arena or MTGO. What have you been finding? I want to hear. I want to know what's going on. We got a Tarjuru Paragon there. Nothing in the uncommon slot. And nothing in the common slot. I've been having a lot of fun playing Rogues in Limited. Blue-black Rogues in Limited can just run away with games like crazy. Cat Beast token. Mountain. Throne of Makindi as our rare. Then we've got a Tangled Florahedron, which flips into, of course, the land there. Ooh, we got a Ruin Crab. There you go. That's nice. We'll take that. We'll take our little Ruin Crab. We got a Canopy Baloth there. I'm just putting like the uncommons and the showcase cards kind of in the same pile for now, just to like mitigate, you know, overspill. Copy token, Plains. Okay, foil rare, first foil rare, and it is a Glasspool Mimic, which is seeing play in most of the rogue decks in Standard right now. So that's not a bad little hit for sure. It's also just a great little card because it's a 3 mana card that copies any creature you have, right? And it's a rogue in addition to its other types. Not only that, but it can also be a land. So, I mean, like, I'll take it. This is going to probably see play in a bunch of, like, blue decks, I would imagine. Whether it's, you know, specifically just rogues or not. But, like, it's just a great card to copy things, but also be versatile to be a land. And then we get a Nighthawk Scavenger, which is also just seeing play in all of the, like, essentially, like, green, blue, or black-blue rogue decks for sure. Rolling Regrowth, I think, is going to see a lot of play outside of Standard as well, just because it's a nice little like replacement, and by outside of Standard I mean like probably in Commander and stuff like that, just because it's a great little ramp card that's basically like, what was the other one, Harrow? It's basically like Harrow, only 3 mana instead of 4, right? Harrow is 4 mana, right? And we got a Mountain, and then we got a nice full art or borderless River Glide Pathway that flips into the Lava Glide Pathway. Gorgeous art on that one. We'll definitely take that. It's a solid little card. Then in the uncommons, nothing of note there. And in the commons, we got a Prowling Felidar showcase card. All right. How's everyone's October going? We just had Thanksgiving last weekend, technically, in Canada. Even though, you know, everything's on lockdown, so Thanksgiving didn't really happen, per se. We got an island. Oh, we got the Luminarch Aspirant, also seeing play in some Standard decks right now as well. Green-white token, and by token, I mean 1/1 counter decks is playing this quite a bit. And if you don't have an answer for it, it can just run away with games. Nothing in the commons or uncommons for showcase cards. I also don't know if there's like any uncommons that are like of dollar value or note out of this set yet. That's mainly because I'm not really checking the prices anymore. I'm just kind of opening it because I like the cards and I like the set. Master of Winds, there you go. Little 1/4 flying wizard that flips into or turns into a 4/1 if you want it to. And we got a Skyclave Squid. So our foils seem a little low so far, and our mythic count is definitely low. We don't have any. We have 0 mythics so far, and we're almost done the first row of the box. Mountain, and we got a Zagras, Thief of Heartbeats. Great little card. I'm sure it will find a place in some commander decks as well, if people haven't already built a bunch of commander decks around it. You know, just because it's legendary, only costs 6. But not only that, but it also gets reduced in cost based on the number of creatures you have in your party, which can always be 4, so it can basically just always be 2 mana, you know, plus your commander tax and what have you. We got a nice swamp there, and then we have a foil Subtle Strike, 3rd foil from the box, and then, hey, we got Crab Boy. We got the big old Crab Man. Cherix, the Raging Isle. I watched Kess just beat Chain of Commander in the face with like a 29 something crab the other day. Killed him in 1 turn. He was flying too. He like equipped it with, or jumped it or something. I can't remember exactly what happened, but just destroyed him in 1 turn. Island, and then our rare is a Skyclave Shade. Woo. We've got, what have we got here? Nothing there. And ooh, we got an Akum Hellhound showcase card. The showcase cards are so gorgeous. I love them so much. I basically am going to keep a set for myself of each of the ones, and then I'll probably put the others into, like, you know, the grab bag box that I have for my patrons. Okay, we've got a Seagate Stormcaller as our first mythic from the box here. So first mythic from the first row, second last pack, and it's one we already have. We need to see some of the other mythics from this set. Like, I don't have the Minotaur yet. I don't think I have any of the Planeswalkers other than, like, maybe Nahiri. So I don't have any Jace. I have no Nissa. Right? Like, I want to see some of the other cards. We got a Junk card there. We got a Plains. And then we've got Kargan Intimidator. Seeing a lot of play in mono red right now. Because, I mean, of course, it's a 3/1 for 2. Which is already really good. And then it says Cowards can't block. And then for 1, you can activate 3 different abilities. Which is target warrior gains trample. Target creature becomes a coward. Or Kargan Intimidator gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So, like, just a very good card for mono red. Because it gives you something to dump your mana into late game if you need it. That kind of stuff. And it's just a 3/1 for 2, which is good. There's a good power swing for you. So we've got a Mountain, and then we got Linvala as our rare here. This card's seeing a bunch of play in limit, or I mean, it's very good in limited, I should say. Don't know, I haven't seen it being played in standard really. As of yet, doesn't mean that there isn't people out there experimenting with it, but I haven't seen it being played in standard. And I have been playing standard quite a bit on Arena lately, just because I'm trying to get like my daily wins and stuff, and don't want to spend all of the resources on doing drafts and stuff, or don't have the resources to spend to do drafts all the time, right? We got a Valakut Exploration in the showcase border, so there you go. Nice little landfall card. Gorgeous art too, by the way. So there you go. Nothing in the uncommon slot, and oh, we got 2 showcase cards out of this pack. We got a Dreadworm as well. There you go. So basically what I've been seeing is about 2 foil rares per box and about 4 mythics is what we've been seeing. So speaking of foil rares, there we go. We've got a Confounding Conundrum foil. Looks gorgeous in foil, by the way, because of all like the weird wispy like water going on in there. Very cool. And we got a Maddening Cacophony in the same pack. That's pretty funny. So it's like whenever Confounding Conundrum enters battlefield, draw a card. Whenever a land enters battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control to its owner's hand. So it's like it prevents them from essentially ramping, which is kind of interesting. And then Maddening Cacophony is the one that just mills them 8 cards. But if you kicked it, instead they mill up to half their library. Each opponent. Jeez. All right. So that's a card for mill commander decks for sure, right? If you playing mill and commander and you're not running Maddening Cacophony, I don't know what you're doing, because you're missing an opportunity to mill everyone forever. We've got Forest. I don't know what's going on, because like Seagate, Stormcaller, Lithoform Engine, are we going to get an Omnath out of this box as well? Is that the plan here? Is that what's going to happen here? I mean, like, I feel like it's going to happen. And then I'm going to end up with like only having, you know, like 4 or 5 copies of like, you know, and I mean, I'm not going to complain because they're like the better mythics from the set and stuff, but like, it's just kind of weird, you know what I mean? I like to have a variety, because I'm not in it just for like the, ooh, dollar value, pulled the best card, blah, blah, blah. I want to collect the set. That's what I'm trying to do, right? We've got a Cragplate Baloth here as our rare. And in the uncommons, nothing there. And in the commons, nothing either. Okay. I want to collect the set, and I mean, like, we talk about this all the time. I talk about it here on this channel as well. Don't try to collect a set the way I do. Don't do it. Don't do this. You should be buying singles if you're trying to collect sets. Expedition Champion, it's definitely way better dollar value. We've got a Turn Timber Symbiosis as our mythic. I don't know if we've hit this one yet. I feel like we have. I feel like we're still missing, like, the other mythic lands and stuff. We've got a Nectar Pot showcase card. All right. We're what, halfway through the box? The pile of commons is starting to fall apart. We've got a Arena garbage card, and then we've got a Magmatic Channeler as our rare. Seeing play as well in some of the like red-blue sorcery speed decks, things like that. Or sorcery instant speed decks, I guess, just like spell casting decks. Nothing in the common slot, nothing in the uncommon slot. Token, Island, Coveted Prize as our rare. Nothing in the uncommon slot. Ooh, we got a McKindy Ox showcase card there. All right. What else are we going to find? I really hope we find some other mythics. We got a Plant Token, Forest. And we got Myriad Construct, right? Little 4/4 for 4 there. Nothing in the uncommon slot. And in the common slot, nothing as well. So far, this is very reminiscent of the other 2 boxes we've opened, or the last 2 boxes we've opened, I should say. Confounding Conundrum. We got it in foil here. Now we have a non-foil version. The Relic Golem, standout card in blue-black rogues in limited. If you can get your hands on one, I highly suggest it. It's very good in limited. I mean, it's a 6/6 for 3 mana, and yeah, it can't attack or block, but it mills them for 2 cards for 2 mana, which is good if you have nothing else to do. But if you're playing rogues, chances are you're milling them with other cards you're playing. We've got a nice foil Skyclave Pickaxe here. And then we've got a Clearwater Pathway, which is the blue-black land. Very nice. We'll take it. And then we've got a Canyon Jabora, or Jerboa? Canyon Jerboa, in the showcase border. And then in the uncommons, we have just that. And in the commons, we got a Spitfire Lagac. So 2 showcase cards from that pack as well. Not too shabby. So we're at 3 mythics. We're more than halfway through the box now. We got a Plains. We got Tabarax, Hope's Demise. I've seen people playing this a lot in Standard as well, with like a Cleric deck. Seems like it's doing pretty well. You know, it's also just a bomb in limited. It's a bomb in limited. If you don't deal with it, it just runs away with games. That being said, it is also very small to begin with, so it does get removed pretty easily to start. We got a Plains, and then we've got a foil Balaged Recovery. I like this card quite a bit. I was talking with the other guys from Commander and stuff talking about this card, and they're not too keen on it just because they're like, it's a tap land. I'd rather just run a regular land and run the card that I want. Like, because you can run like Regrowth, right? Instead for 2 mana and then run a basic land, and it's better than this because their land doesn't come into tap and it still does the same thing. I think the difference here is that a lot of commander decks can stand to have a few tap lands in their deck without too much worry, especially if you're playing casual, right? If you're playing casual and you're not playing tuned, it's not going to matter too much if you have, you know, a few tap lands in your deck, right? Play what you want to do. I would run this in a land slot in any green commander deck, personally, just because you can. And it gets back anything, right? It gets back target card, which means you can bring back an enchantment, you can bring back a sorcery instant, whatever, right? Like, whatever your best card is that you've played recently, you can get it back, which is pretty sweet. We've got a Crag Crown pathway in the Borderless art, which is nice, which turns into the Timber Crown pathway. So we got 2 Borderless art flip lands, or cassette lands as they're calling, as I've heard them called, I should say, which is pretty nice. I had a 1 box to get 2 of like the borderless lands. I think that's pretty good, actually. I don't know if that's like most of the other boxes we got like 1 at most. We got Akiri, Fearless Voyager, not a bad little commander for Boros. Gonna definitely see some Boros play in commander for sure. And then in the commons and uncommons, nothing to write home about. So we're still short a mythic here, and I think we're still short quite a few foils, actually. We got a mountain, and we've got the Archpriest of Iona, another card that's seeing a lot of play in Standard right now, mainly because of what its ability is, and that is, like, its power is equal to the number of creatures in your party, and then at the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gains +1/+1 and flying until end of turn, which is pretty good. So I've been seeing it running around Standard as well, just kind of like people playing with the party mechanic and all that kind of stuff. We got a junk card, we got an island, we got a foiled Tormenting Voice. There you go, nice. And we got a Relic Robber as our rare. There you go. Little goblin goes, here, have this. And you go, wait, I don't want that. And they're like, too bad. Too bad, it's yours now. Enjoy! Enjoy! I brought you a gift. Oh, thanks, I guess. We got a little swamp there, and then we've got Valakut's Awakening, all right, which is the put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards. And, of course, it flips into the land Valakut Stoneforge. So it's not too shabby. We got the Soaring Thought Thief there. It's a good rogue card for limited. It's also good in Rogue Standard as well. We've got Territorial Scythe Cat in the showcase border. We'll take it. We'll take it. How we doing here? How we doing here? We're going to see... We need to see 1 more mythic at least, right? We got a Plains. We got a foil showcase border Fearless Fledgling, which is pretty cool. I'll take that. I called the Omnath, right? Like, I called that there would be an Omnath in this box, right? Because we've hit Seagate, Stormcaller, Lithoform Engine, and Omnath in the last 2 boxes we've opened. So that's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Nothing in the uncommons or commons. I don't know. I don't know what to say. And if Omnath gets banned, like everyone's asking for, basically, or at least they were asking for it, then his price will drop significantly. We got a forest. We got a foil Nimana Skydancer. Nimana Skydancer. And we got a Phylath World Sculptor. Who doesn't like making plants, right? Everyone likes making plants. And nothing in the commons or uncommons to write home about. So that puts us to 4 mythics again, which again seems low to me. 4 mythics seems low to me. We got a foil Negate. That's gorgeous art on the Negate, and it's gorgeous in foil. And then we got a Glasspool Mimic, which flips into, of course, the Glasspool Shore, which is great. Great little card. Take it. And then what else we got? We got a Showcase Border Canopy Baloth. All right. And nothing else in there. I don't know. Like, that's just kind of weird to me that 3 boxes have basically had the same mythics in them. We got that Hydra token, sweet Hydra token, little island there, and a Swarm Shambler as our rare. Also seeing, we got a Showcase Border Ruin Crab. We'll take it. That's our second Ruin Crab from the box too, which is nice. Yeah, so I don't know if like this this case just like got like a weird like allotment or sorting process or something. I just throwing my packs all over the place. I'm so flustered. I'm all flustered because these packs have been, or these boxes have been exactly the same. Okay, we got another mythic here. We got hit a 5th mythic, and it's a Forsaken Monument, which is not, I think this is one we already have. I would really like to see some of the other mythics that I don't own already, but I'll take it, right? Because, I mean, it's a 5th mythic, which means it puts us over the mythic count from the last box. Nothing in the uncommon slot, and we got another Showcase Border Prowling Felidar. All right, 2 packs left. I was not expecting to see another mythic, to be honest. I was expecting to see 4 again and having it be like exactly the same as the last 2 boxes. We got a Swamp, and our rare is a Thieving Skydiver, which is seeing a lot of play, actually. Very good in Commander as well. Nothing in the uncommon slot, and in the common slot, nothing as well. All right, let's see. Last pack, everybody. Last pack magic. Are we going to hit a mythic that I don't already have? I'm going to have to do like a weird recap thing. Like, I've got all the cards in their boxes still from when I opened them. I'll have to like go through and just be like, look at how many duplicates we had. So our last rare is a Crawling Barrens, which is not a bad little rare. I actually like this rare quite a bit, mainly because it gives you a versatile land that becomes not a creature, so they can't really remove it unless they remove it at instant speed. And you can just put tokens on it at the end of their turn and stuff to like make it bigger so that it's bigger each time. Skyclave Squid, very nice in the Showcase Border. There you go. So like, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Showcase cards, which is pretty good. We got only 1 Ruin Crab, but we did get a Showcase Ruin Crab. We got a small number of foils, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only got 11 foils, which seems really low to me. Like, foils in previous boxes were like pushing 13, 14 average. And so 11 is really low in my opinion. Like, that's a low end of average at best, right? We hit 5 mythics, 2 foil rares again. That seems about right. Let's open up our box topper, of course, right? We don't want to forget that. How do we want to open this? This is the question. I kind of want to just like open it like this. Does that work for me? Let's see. I'm trying to open it without damaging the card inside, which is hard to do when they just kind of like glue this stuff together really well. How are we? Where are we? Okay. No damage. Let's see. Ooh, an Ancient Tomb. I'll take it. That's a good one. That's a pretty solid hit. So, I mean, like, we hit, like, the top-end mythics. I think there's still the top-end mythics, right? Like, let me just go. I think I have it open here. Let me just do a quick peruse here. If I go here, and I go here, and I go, show me this. So, Omnath. Okay, so Ancient Green Warden, which we haven't hit a single copy of, right? So, I don't think I own a single copy of Ancient Green Warden yet, is the second highest mythic. Omnath first, Lithoform Engine third. Scourge of the Skyclaves is fourth, which I don't think we've had any from a box. Agadeem's Awakening, again, fifth, which we haven't had. Ashaya, no. Turn Timber Symbiosis, yes. Forsaken Monument, yes. So, like, in the top, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've hit 1, 2, 3. We've hit 3 of the top 10 multiple times, which is good, but, and I mean, like, even then, like, it's only 2 really, right? Because, oh no, because we've hit Turn Timber, right? Which is what I'm counting. I'm not counting the Forsaken Monument, because I don't think we've hit that multiple times. I think we've only hit it once, maybe twice. But we're missing, like, all the other mythics, which is kind of weird, right? Like, we're missing all the walkers, basically. And yeah, I mean, like, okay, so you don't want Tazri's really low, Drana's low. Like, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're complaining about not hitting the low end mythics," and I'll be like, hey, "Yes, because I'm complaining about it because I'm not hitting the ones that I want for my collection." Now, that being said, maybe I can trade an Omnath for all the other mythics I want, from the set kind of thing, like all the low end mythics that I don't have yet, right? And maybe that's a thing I could try to do, but at the same time, I don't really, I'm trying to complete the set by opening it myself, which is just a thing I've put in place for myself. So, it's just one of those things. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. We hit a sweet Ancient Tomb. We hit some good top-end mythics. We got 2 foil rares. We got a lot of showcase cards. We hit 2 full art cassette lands, which I'll take. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.